Ladies and gentlemen, may you welcome our next act out of Gauteng, Specs, the punches with life.
What up here once again, it's your boy Black, and yet another segment that we on Throwback Hip Hop Thursday. Yeah, that's what it is, man. Yeah, welcome everybody, and it's another segment that we all look forward to. And, yeah, man, briefly coming in on this Thursday, the content today is gonna be very, very short because I wanna touch base on an EP that this artist dropped back in '99. Remember, we're doing EPs and also debut albums. So I figured before we could just look to this dude's debut album, maybe his EP could just pave the way, because yeah, I believe that this was one of his like I said, he paved his way into dropping that album in the later stage. So yeah, before we continue, and yeah, you know what the deal is, man. I'd like to welcome everybody to the channel. For everyone who's been with me from the word jump, yeah, let's get it, let's go. Fair to everyone who just joined us in this movement. Yeah, welcome, and make sure that you hit the like and the sub button there and down below, and let's get it moving. Yeah, man, just before we continue again, let's just address an elephant in the room. About a week or 10 days ago, more than 10 days ago, I should say, we lost like two hip hop icons, both local. By local, I mean in South Africa and also international. Like, yeah, man, I thought I should just, address that as well. Like, hip hop, we keep on losing, but it doesn't mean the fight stops here. But we keep on like marching, keep on like going forth. Yeah, man, just special condolences to the Kenneth Forbes family. He was better known as AK. We lost him on the gang violence about like 10 or more than 10 days ago. And also from one of my favorite crews from New York City, from the De La Soul, we lost THROWBACKHIPHOPTHURSDAY, man. It was known by THROWBACKHIPHOPTHURSDAY from De La Soul crew. Dude was battling with some heart issues, man. So yeah, dude finally gave in. Yeah, man, just I thought I should, just address that and send condolences to both families. I know it's been a long time coming. I should have done this like in the last segment, but yeah, better late than never. Yeah, man. Once again, it's that segment again. Throwback Hip Hop Thursdays. We're taking a look at legendary Specs. Specs is born in Deep Kloof, Vongani Rikhotso. Dude gained his like his fame rather back in the 90s, late 90s, 99, 98, because he dropped this EP in 99. It's called Rhymes I Wrote. Rhymes I Wrote is just an EP with 8 tracks, and there's nothing much to talk about it. Besides that, okay, it's one of those conscious raps from the underground cats, up and coming cats. South Africa, I remember, we came a long way with the hip hop, but yeah, that's one of the dudes that were paving the way for us to say, hey, look, we have this in South Africa as well. So yeah. Just want to check this EP quick. 8 tracks. I could just mention a few tracks. Punchline Festival, Yuzo. I think Yuzo was one of the tracks that people would like most, recognize from this EP. And Rhymes I Wrote. It's a self-titled track. And what else is there? Going to Get You, featuring Cheaper. Well, you won't hear Cheaper on this one, but Cheaper. For those who don't know who Cheaper is, Cheaper was one of those. I remember there was backstage back in the days where we would watch backstage, and Cheaper, this kid with dreadlocks. I think it's Mike Sportman as kid. So he gained also his like fame in the quieter scene. But yeah, apparently he was featured in this, but we don't hear him rapping. But nonetheless, that's not the case. Let's check out this EP quick, Buffett. Oh yeah, the reason why I'm doing this EP is because Specs dropped an album in 2003 under his own label, which was You Thought production. You Thought would be like a wordplay for Universal Thought production. It's rather not just a label; it's an entertainment enterprise. Like they host events and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Specs dropped that album, which was called Nothing for Mahala in 2003 under his own label. But this though, in particular, this EP was dropped under Eargasm in '99. DJ Binix Eargasm. So yeah, man, let's check this out. We're gonna play this in Ngome One Punchline Festival, which is one of, I feel like,
Ladies
tracks that we should look out
and gentlemen, may you welcome our next act out of Gauteng, Specs. He punches with lines that packs a punch. Welcome to the Punchline Festival.
Yo, it's crime control. So you call yourself an MC, you ready losing it. I operate like the MK wanna jump to your conclusion. I'll mess up your day like the time of the month. It's not that I'm too much, it's just you're not enough. I shine like a new shack, lyrics rip through flesh. I drop it like the rando with thief, caught in the act. Yes, my raps are poison like urban weed. I'm quick to freeze MCs like an icy breeze. Cause I can see you like those secret socks. Your raps are real cute like chicks in Reeboks. You played out like over TDKs after 6 months. Wake up, catch up like your brains in pajamas. You like a clock that needs winding, the strings are cold. I'll twist you like a helix, like feathers slow you fall. And you feel like you walk through a wall in Rwanda. Boy, I'll make you change your name like Benny Alexander. And when you see me after years of therapy, you say you remind me of something like Kenny, that kick ass like Kenny. Cause I unleash my soul, rebel is true. On drum rolls, slow and fake an MC pose. I show and prove on grooves to movie to get some more. Gold flat and serve flows. Check it, I'm landed, so your respect vanish. My mind is fine, architecture, plus it's well furnished. Control the flow for the crowd, control. Control the rhyme for the crowd, control. Control the flow for the crowd, control. And yo, it's crowd control, crowd control. Skinny and tall, rude boy like Paul. I bring crowd control to get your backs up.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's gonna be a short version of Throwback Hip Hop Thursday because of there's nothing much to talk about on this tape other than that. Yeah, the dude's lyrical ability and also punchlines. Specs, yeah, he was like I said in the album, like the album that I was mentioning earlier on, that the one he dropped in 2003. His first studio album, I think his first and last studio album, because I don't remember him dropping anything after that. But all of you know that if you check out this dude called Fortune dropped an album in 2015 that consists like a lot of rappers that maybe came in earlier in the in the 90s, in the late 90s era to the early 2000 era. I'm talking your Specs, I'm talking your Hoodlums, your Ramash, I'm talking your Flabbers from Squatter Camp, I'm talking Sugar Smack from Squatter Camp, I'm talking your Zabs, I'm talking on my way to anyone, your Tabbies, your Super, anyone you can just think of from the early 2000 or kind of in the late 90s hip hop era of South Africa. So if you check out that tape, it's called Album Rapper 2, dropped in 2015. Shout out to Fortune for that, man. That's a fucking dope ass project that y'all niggas need to check out for. They ever came in South Africa. But yeah, man, I was just mentioning that Specs after Mklambi, the album back in 2003. I don't remember him doing any more work. Unless you know anything that I don't know, comment on the section below and let me know. But what did he do after the Nothing for Mahala album? Let's check out another track called Yizo. This, like I said, this was the track that I think Kambi it was played mostly from this EP. Check this out. It's called Yizo.
Dala, this is it. Joburg, we coming out.
Universal thoughts
This is how we bring it.
brings across hip hop in
Hip-hop
the form
together.
of Specs, tape top, Specs. You know what I'm saying? We're bringing it raw because this is what you've been waiting for. Now check it, DJ Spice, Raul, Victor, JD, David. It's all rims of our hip hop for sure. Rims of our hip hop for sure. It's all rims of our hip hop for sure. Rims of our hip hop for sure. It's all. They call me Specs from the province of Gauteng. To be exact, Joburg, precisely from 14. The hills grows just around my way, where drug lords make deals and you pay. At times you find me there, but not for drugs or the I buy CDs, visit friends to watch movies. $6 for two's affordable. On the streets, pockets can funnel. Below balconies, beware of falling bottles. At night I'm talking trouble. If you miss a step, they take their clothes off your back if you were dressed. Specs walks while kicking raps to a beat they cannot be heard but felt. People raise fists and say Jaman cause of my dreads. Even though I'm not Rasta, I greet back out of respect. My dreams from flat securities as I step. Jump chicks that look fresh, I can't help myself. This is it, what you be waiting for? Izzo, rims of our hip hop for sure. Izzo, for sure. Izzo, for sure. Izzo, rims of our hip hop for sure. Izzo, this is it, what you be waiting for? Izzo, rims of our hip hop for sure. Izzo, for sure. Izzo, for sure. Izzo, rims of our hip hop for sure. Izzo, for sure.
Yeah, man, lyrical ability is there, obviously. I mean, we know, if you know Specs, if you know, if you are familiar with this tape, then you definitely would know that one of the lyricists that ever came out of South Africa. Shout out to Deep Kloof, shout out to Soweto, other cats came out of that. one of the guys that ever produced lyricist when it comes to gaming in South Africa. Yeah, man, that's cool. Like I said, the track is called Yizo, and look, let me just go over it and look list the track list on this album. It's really not that. Like I said, it's not that wow, because it consists of like 5 tracks that I think I can one can actually play, and the rest is just remixes. Tracks like Matters of the Heart, featuring Fusi. I tried to look up Fusi, but I don't know who Fusi is. The only Fusi I would get from a PE that is currently now in the scene. She's currently now in the scene, and he's doing Afro soul and stuff. But this is not the Fusi that I thought it would be like. Another track, Rhymes I Wrote. Like I said, it's Rhymes I Wrote. Like it's one of those shows. I would like to play it, but because of the time, and like I said, the only reason why I'm doing this is because Banifuna Yannick to get the background of Specs is before you could check out his studio album, which is called Nothing for Mahala, dropped in 2003 under his own label, You Thought Productions. Yeah, it consists of 23 tracks that album, and with the features of like House, Boza from Skoda Cam, just to mention a few. There's also a skit with David Carr with on the I'll just put maybe on the thumbnail as well, the album that I'm talking about. But this is an EP that dropped in 1999 under Eargasm, powered by DJ Bionic. DJ Bionic, if you're familiar with Hype tapes, you would know who Bionic is. But if not, check out the Hype Magazine mixtapes. He was one of the DJs that he was featured there. But yeah, like I said, I want to keep this segment as short as it can, because there's not much to talk about on this EP. And also, yeah, I would like to play out with the track that is on the album. The track is called In It. Well, it was really on high rotation going again, that's for sure, because it had a video that was always playing on our TV screen back on the Simunya Grooves times. If you know what that is, but yeah, I wouldn't know that. But yeah, Simunya Grooves will play some of these joints. So I'm just gonna sign out with this joint. It's called In It, Specs. Yeah, my friend, again, your boy Black. Like I said, I'm keeping this short as I can, because I feel like the album you should be looking out for is his debut, which is the track that I'm gonna play now is gonna be. It's on the album. Check it out on YouTube Music as well. It's there. Spotify is also there. Yeah, but feel to your boy Black signing out again in a minute. But yo, like I said, man, it's all love, baby. You know what to do. Comment, subscribe, and also like. I'm out, fam.
How many of you love hip hop? I mean, really love hip hop. Let's throw your hands up. Check this. I can't explain the feeling I get when the beat begins with kicks and hi-hats. And real MC to flex like biceps. A bit of soul mixed with a bit of high tech. Yo, I'm hard to hold back. Specs, bro, who wants to know tech? Live distance long ago, check. New jacks want to tell me how to flow and act, but I'm too busy writing 2G rap. So on the end, avoiding new street traps. One thing I love about this music, you can learn cool tricks, still partying bullshit. So put a twist in it, Put your hips in it, Put some swing in it, Do your thing in it, Put a twist in it, Put your hips in it, Put some swing in it, And do your thing in it, All wild, but still, some don't wanna see. We say we keep it real, they say we wanna be talking, dressed like we overseas. I might know what they mean, but go above my bid.